saying that if I love a woman, I'm supposed to lick her toes, eat her pussy, eat her booty, pussy, eat her booty, pussy, eat her booty.
Bitch, I can eat a nigga whole dick, you heard me? I'm out here. Eat a nigga whole dick, you heard me? I'm out here. Eat a nigga whole dick, you heard me? I'm out here.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm into licking booty with them trans, they some cuties. I'm into licking booty with them trans, they some cuties. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. GATV family, was good, was good. It's your boy Gravitating Away, back at it again. Now listen, let's just start off by saying this. I do not discriminate against anybody of any particular sexual orientation. You can identify as a cat, for the hell I care. But let me just say this, and let me say this good. You know, growing up, I had some good peers around me, some good older folks. And I remember chasing cat around town, you know, even when trying to prove things to my friends and my homeboys. And, you know, them old heads used to tell me back in the days, you know, youngster, act like you scored a touchdown before. Meaning this, you don't need to always talk about, you know, all of your sexual exploits, all of your liaisons with other women, whatever it is, you know, you don't need to always talk about that stuff. And it got to the point as I got older and I had a good reputable, you know, resume when it came to, you know, who I've been with or whatever. And let's just say this, it doesn't mean you're anything. Meaning like, that doesn't define my manhood by how many women I slept with. But nonetheless, it came to the point as I got older, I would hear certain men talk about who they messed with around me. And I had to check them, you know, because like, who you smash don't make me nut. You feel me? So that's not for me to hear who you been with, you know, what you've done. I don't care. For the most part, I grew out of that stage when I was in high school, middle school, and we would share a smash or two with, you know, brothers, friends, families. And it was like a great bonding experiment for a kid that got a taste of cat kind of too young, you know, when I didn't have the comprehension of what comes with trying to claim that territory, you know, plant my flag down, you know, trying to be the man, trying to be the player. I didn't know any better, but as I got older, I got bored of hearing all these guys tell me their sexapades. But let's get right into it. So Kevin Gates has a, you know, fan, you know, I don't know if she has a vendetta against Kevin Gates, but this woman, you know, I just think they call her Delilah. I don't know. But it's a trend of a lot of these specifically black celebrities in the entertainment world, and I'll pinpoint it to the rap world, that are apparently being outed. How true is this? I don't know. But let me tell y'all this. Anytime I see a guy trying to proclaim how freaky he is, doing the dirtiest of things, especially putting your tongue where it ain't supposed to be, in the backside where excrements come out. I have to say this, and let's make it clear. I have no documentations that can alter that trans woman's conversation. But what I can say is, if you're willing to do that, I believe there's anything that you'll do. And in the black community, manhood seems to be who can be the freakiest, who can be the most street cultured, who can be the most thugged out. It's all about a facade, man. I don't do that whole TMZ content thing. I just found it interesting that I was talking to my son about, you know, you don't have to disparage a young lady's, you know, reputation just because you slept with her. Your homeboys ain't gotta know. You know, if that's your thing, and you know, my son started early too, and I take the blame for that, because sometimes I didn't account for the spirit that's going on in grabbing a hold of our young people, women as well, and that their claim to fame as an adult is how many bodies they got. You know, And the subject came to mind that a lot of you brothers that push the narrative of being so manly, you gotta say how many body counts you have. You gotta talk to folks about how freaky you are. A lot of our rap entertainers love pushing this narrative. Our female entertainments, now they on demon time. They want to see, how prideful it can get them to be of saying what they've done freaky with a man. It used to be where it was silence. Silence was golden when it came to the subject of sex. Those times are not here anymore. And I feel like a lot of these brothers, those of you that want to say how many bodies you got, I feel like after a certain point, most of you are bored as hell and you just want to try a different thing. Now, if to each his own was a person, it would be Top General Kevin Gates. There's no surprise about any of this. I'm not speaking to the choir with it. You all understand what's going on out here. But I will say in retrospect, when you see people complain about this gender identity issue, particularly the trans in the LGBTQ community, I believe you guys really have a sickness going on. And the reason why I say that, the same thing that you want to incorporate into normalcy, into our world, you want to use what you call born as a tool and a weapon, and it's used to shame. Now, you can say I'm being discriminatory, you can say I'm being homophobic, but I know I'm not. I know how this game goes. People from your community, if ever, which is only a few, rarely calls out the elephant in the room. You claim you want to be normal, you claim that you were born like this and we should all be inclusive, but then you turn around and use it as a shaming mechanism. That's why I say, man, I'm not giving that Transformer stuff a pass. You can take my words out of context, but I know the logic behind it makes sense to those of you that are open and willing to engage. Unfortunately, there are those that are probably going through whatever and they do want to feel included. They don't want to go through any harassment or, any discrimination. But you gotta do your own work, hold your own nuts, no pun intended, no harm intended as well, but hold your own nuts. You gotta do your own work, go out there and call out your own people from your own community when it comes to this gender identity stuff. And for the people that give these folks platforms, I say shame on you too. You're not giving them a platform to come on here and express what they've been through and how inclusive they should be. It's TMZ rhetoric, is hot garbage, and now you got a brother who I personally don't feel sorry for, but he's used as a symbol in our black community as what it means to be a man. Oh, look at Kevin Gates. He talks about how he smashes all the honeys. Oh, he does all the freaky stuff, and that's what unfortunately our younger folks are gravitating to, and that's the stigma that I don't like about how we entertain, the mess that's out there when it comes to the Transformers. And when I grew up, all of that stuff, there was a modesty to it. There was, something about it that was meant to be in the privacy of your goddamn bedroom. But you niggas are all fucked out in the mind. I didn't say fucked up, I say fucked out. I feel like you guys are turned out, whether it's through these tele-lies to your vision television, whether it's through the tube, whether it's through the pressures of trying to pretend that you a man through your dick. That can't hold weight compared to being a man, taking care of your responsibilities, upholding yourself as an accountable and representative of the community. You're not that. You think you slang dick and a bunch of nobodies, females that had the audacity to entertain your failure ass when it comes to being upstanding, and now you parading around like it's a flex. It's not a flex. I hope most of you get called out like Kevin Gates. I hope all the young brothers see that all that freaky talking. Here's my question: where does it lead you? It ain't up, between them girls' legs. I'm telling you that. These boys got a whole lot of other stuff going on. And sometimes I do smile when they get exposed. And at other times, I just wish, honestly, all of you freaking folks, all of you grown-ass folks, just keep your business in the bedroom. You got children coming into these spaces, paying attention to the foolishness going on. A lot of you women on the same so-called demon time these niggas on. And, you know, it's about time we just yawn to this madness. It gets a bit played out now. So, that's all I really had to say. Now, this video was a quick one. I'm just tapping in with my family, and I'm telling you, sisters, beware the brothers that come around rapping about how many bodies they got all the damn time. And to my men, please do better. You don't need to go on a telethon about who you smash. It doesn't make you a man, especially when we have a problem that comes from all this smashing, where a lot of our black seeds are fatherless. So it's not a flex, you know, but that's just me. Maybe y'all have a different opinion on it. I would love to hear it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But most importantly, folks, whatever you do, please keep coming back. Shout out to Kevin Gates. I lick them booties cause they trannies and I like it, yes, Lord. You brothers funny as hell, man. Hey, I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm out.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.